welcome to this episode of Season 8 of W-EPS The Beat. I'm Kyndal Busty. When the end of the year rolls around, the seniors have a whole host of priorities to take care of. Scholarships, finals, graduation invites, college applications, generally just trying to survive. EPS seniors, however, were literally trying to survive. Like many other senior classes across the state, they competed in a game called Senior Assassins. I sat down with a few of the participants to find out just what the popular trend is all about.
Well, there's a lot that goes into it, but basically it's just a game that seniors play with their class where you have an app and you run around and you try to shoot people with water guns, but you can't get them if they have their goggles on. And there's a lot more that goes into it, but yeah.
Senior assassin is when you try to eliminate your target with a water gun when they do not have their goggles on, but if they have their goggles on, they're safe.
A game that seniors play where you have to tag other seniors with squirt guns, but if you have goggles on your face, you're safe. And you can't get people in certain places, like you can't get them in school, or if they're working, or if they're in a vehicle that's on, but if their vehicle's off, you can still get them.
Senior assassin is where you and your classmates, so as seniors, go around and try and get each other out with water guns.
A game you play where you shoot each other with water guns.
There are a lot of different rules, but there's ones like where you can't shoot them if they have their goggles on, or you can't shoot them if they're in a school building. You can't just walk in somebody's house, you have to be welcomed in. But then there's like purges where if they have their goggles on or not, you can still get them.
You can't get them if they're in school, but outside of school you can get them.
You can't get people in school, or if they're at work, or if they're in a vehicle, but if that vehicle is not on, you can get them. And if you're wearing goggles, you're safe, but they have to be over your eyes.
So, like I said, you have to wear goggles, you have a gun, and you can go to people's houses, but you have to be invited in, so you can't just like walk in. School property is off limits, except for like the parking lots. For us, we're counting them.
The rules are you can't shoot anybody on school grounds. You have to be invited into your target's home. You can't just go in. And you can't eliminate your target if they're wearing their goggles over their face.
Rules are you can't get anybody at school and none in the safe zones, and you also have to be let into private property so that you aren't trespassing.
Last year it kind of became big on like social media, and I know the class that graduated last year kind of thought about doing it, and then there's a lot of area schools that did it this year, so a couple of the seniors in my class just thought it would be fun.
We saw other classes do it on TikTok, and we thought it would be fun for us to participate.
We just saw other schools were doing it, and we would see like their videos on Instagram, and it was just pretty fun to watch. And then I kind of saw it on TikTok too. We saw some other schools doing it and just on social media, so we thought we'd give it a try.
I know I've seen like Battle Creek doing it, and Battle Creek doesn't have teams, so it's just everyone for themselves, so that's different. And then there's also Tilden, and I don't think Tilden has teams either, but they have purge days, so no matter what they have on, you can get them no matter what. And then Pierce is also doing it. I have some friends from Pierce, and instead of goggles, they have this thing where they have to have a little stuffed animal on a leash, and it has to be touching the ground at all times. So there's a lot of different ways you can do it. It's just kind of what your school wants to do.
I think a lot of schools do it, but one thing that I think is like that they do that we don't is they put money, and whoever wins gets the money.
I heard that like one of them, I'm not sure, but it might be Pierce. If they get out and they want to come back in to the game, then they can go to like Pender for some reason. It's just like their designated spot, and they can get themselves back in if they like find the place. I don't know. That doesn't really make sense, but I think most people's rules are like the same as ours, though.
I know I've seen like Norfolk Public, Norfolk Catholic, Elkhorn Valley, Battle Creek do it, but for the most part I think all the rules are the same.
I think the most challenging part is just remembering to bring your goggles everywhere because you never know when somebody will be able to find you. That, and then when your target or whoever you have is somebody that just is very unpredictable, because then you have to really strategize and think of how you can get them.
Trying to find a time frame to get your target out before time runs out.
So it's challenging if you have a pair of people, like your targets, if they just like sit in their house all day or like don't do anything, because then like you can't really get them and their parents are probably not going to let you in.
Finding where your target is.
Definitely just trying to get in the position where you can get someone out, because you can't just go in their house, you have to be invited in, so it's just hard to get them out in general.
I think my favorite was when me and Callie and then we had Maddie with us, and we went and got DK late at night when he was coming home from Norfolk. So that was really fun, I think.
There's only been low lights for me because I got out on like the second day and haven't got anyone.
So my targets were Taylor and Kellen, and one morning before school I was sitting outside Kellen's house waiting for him to get in his car for like 5 minutes, and his mom came out and I scared her so bad on accident because she didn't know I was there. And yeah, I just waited for Kellen and then I shot him. And then it was pretty funny, like when I got Taylor in his house.
Just watching other teams get eliminated.
So Kate and I, we were partners for the first round, and we did get let into Taylor's house, and we snuck up on him in the basement and did get him out, so that was pretty fun.
Getting out so I don't have to worry about people getting me out anymore.
I try to make sure that I have my goggles with me at all times. And then I also, like, they have my location on the app, but I don't want everyone to know where I am, so I shut off my Snap Map location so they can't have my location on 2 different apps. So that's kind of the way I've been doing it, but it has been working so far, I guess.
No, I just avoid getting shot, that's about it.
We have a really tiny squirt gun, like a very small one, that we keep on us at all times in case we run into our targets at all.
So I've been thinking about, like when they come home from school or work or whatever, to just kind of hide out on the side of their house, and as they get out of their car, you can get them.
Kind of just sit around and wait. There's really nothing else you can do.
I mean, yeah, there have been, but neither of us have been in any fights about it.
Not really, but I know that Kevin was pretty salty that we could see his location. Because, like, you have your target's location on the app, so, like, that we know where they're at. And he turned it off. He's pretty salty, so.
I think there was definitely some tension after getting Kellen out, but other than that, I feel it's been pretty calm.
Seems like some people go a little too crazy about it and try and hide, but other than that, I think it's fine.
I think that Callie and I have been doing pretty good because we got both of our targets and we managed to stay safe, but Kate and Sarah are also good too, and they're very sneaky, so they scare me.
Kate, because she is psycho about it.
Probably Kate.
Probably Chloe and Callie because they're smart about how they get people.
Kate, because she's just sneaky and, I don't know, she just has the most drive to do that.
I think Kate's been the best because she's got nothing better to do.
Oh, the boys are horrible, all of them. Like 3 or 4 of them don't even have goggles or a water gun yet, and it's been a week now. Kellen thought he could drive 3 blocks without having somebody on him, but he was wrong.
Probably me because I was the first one out.
Me. Because even though both of the people that were after me and Emma got out, we still didn't get our targets.
Definitely Kaden and Landon, because I don't really know if they even wanted to play, but they are, and I don't think they have a water gun. They have goggles, but I don't think they have a water gun.
I probably think the boys because we aren't putting much effort into it.
I'd say either Landon or Caden because we are past round 1 and neither of them have goggles or water guns yet.
Probably Kellen since he got out first.
I think Kate would definitely win because she's just super sneaky.
Kate, because she's sneaky and she's fast and she's actually down to business.
Probably Chloe, Callie, or Kate because they, like I said before, they're really strategic in how they get people.
Kate, because I don't think the rest of us have the energy to go around sneaking up to other people's houses all the time.
Probably Kate and Sarah because they're the most aggressive to go after people.
I think like 3 of the boys got out, and that's about it. But everyone was still like wanting to play and having fun. So the second week we did singles free-for-all, so basically you're on your own team and you can get anybody, and anybody could get you. No, because people just kind of wanted to stop playing. So basically last week, I think I was the only person that got someone, and I got Landon out at his house. And then after that, everyone just like stopped wanting to play. So I think we're kind of done.
Let's go!
Thank you, seniors, for taking the time to visit with me. Sounds like you had a great time. Congratulations to all of you on your graduation. You were already missed. Don't forget to check out our newsletter. You can also catch us on YouTube and follow us on Instagram at W-EPS The Beak. On air, in print, in the know.